I haven't done this in a while. Hold your breath. Make a wish. Count to 3. Come with me to the CameraRama Camera Show. What's up guys, my name is Mark, and in this video I want to take you guys to the CameraRama camera sale I went to recently. It's no surprise I love vintage camera gear and lenses in particular, so when one of these events pops up, well, I have to go. Thank you.
There you go. Thank you.
The CameraRama camera sale has been around for 20 years and does 4 shows per year. It's basically a giant flea market for anything and everything film and photography related. There are about 45 to 50 different vendors offering all kinds of cool vintage gear. Like this super rare 70mm Graflex combat camera that does have a bit of a nickname.
Graflex. And they called it Gulliver's Contax because it looks just like a Contax camera. Only big.
Only huge.
Yep. And it takes 70mm in perforated film, which is highly impractical.
Yeah.
It cost them over $9,000 US to make those things. Of course, it's from the same people who brought you $900 hammers, $1,000 toilet seats. They were only made, I think, Korean War era.
Now that camera is totally out of my price range, but chatting with the vendors is a really big reason why I like coming to these events. There's just so much I don't know, and it's really cool to be able to ask these guys questions and walk away learning something new. And it's pretty obvious these guys really love what they do.
Mark, hey, how's it going, man? Good to see you again. What you got?
This is an intermittent sprocket. This is the main drive sprocket out of a 35mm cinema projector.
Oh my god.
It drives the film. Every revolution, it moves the film ahead 1 frame, 24 times a second.
Oh my god, it's a friggin' weight.
It's gotta be 10 pounds.
This thing is holy crap.
What is it about film that
you love about it?
I think it's because of the size of it. 35, you can put it in your face. It's so big and huge and perfect and gorgeous. It's alive. It's got character to it.
But the real reason I came here today was to actually spend some money. Now, just before I found out this event was coming to Toronto, I was all over eBay looking for a vintage 85mm prime lens. Now, after falling in love with the Pentax Takumas I picked up at the last camera sale, I was pretty keen on picking up a TAC 85 1.8. And what makes these camera shows so great versus online marketplaces like eBay is the ability to physically inspect and examine the lenses that you're going to purchase. The only challenge though is finding exactly what you're looking for. Now mixed in with these super cool vintage cameras and lenses were a few familiar faces.
How are you?
Good man, how you doing?
Good.
What'd you get?
My friend Tony, who's a very talented photographer, got exactly what he was looking for.
So I got the Canon 135mm 2.5 thread lock mount, which I've been searching for a long time on eBay and Amazon.
And then did you get a deal on it? You got a good deal?
I did get a good deal. I talked them down a bit and it saved my admission price, so yeah. And actually, like the ad on Earth Day, what else is better than buying a vintage used lens?
Well, exactly. Keep it out of the recycle bin.
Exactly.
All right, thanks Tony.
Thanks.
Awesome. Take care, man. Jesse. Hey man. How's it going, man?
And Jesse, who's an experienced commercial director, has recently taken up shooting film. 35mm film.
I'm so new to this world, so
Yeah.
I kind of have like an idea of like I need a good point and shoot.
Yeah.
And then so I'm just kind of on the search for that.
What do you got here?
He's looking for a 35mm to take on his trip to Peru.
The Yashica T4.
How much is it?
600. I know that it's very popular online as far as like point and shoots go.
Speaking of film, does anybody out there know what happens if you shoot expired roll of film? This thing expired in 2003, so it's pretty old. I do have my light meter and my film camera. I'm just not sure what to expect in terms of shooting expired film. I guess it's wait and see. as for the 85mm prime lens I came here looking for, well, I did find a Pentax Takuma jackpot. And among them was a single 85mm 1.8. This was the only Pentax Takuma 85mm lens in the entire room, and it was in my hand. There was just no way I was gonna let it go. But don't tell Mike that. Who's Mike? This is Mike, the gentleman behind the counter, and the owner of all of these Pentax Takuma lenses. And I actually recognized him from the last camera sale. Flashback. My friend Damon was teetering on a purchase of a Helios 85mm 1.4. That was pretty expensive. And unfortunately for Mike, Damon just couldn't do it.
I can't do this. I'm not buying this lens. I want it really bad.
When I was editing that video, I kind of felt a little bit bad for Mike. So when I saw him at this camera sale, I knew I had to pay extra special attention to his stock. And I'm really glad I did. Now the price for the Pentax 85 was much less than I was seeing them for on eBay. And the ability to physically test out and inspect this lens pretty much sealed the deal.
You're making 400, you're gonna make my day. You're probably gonna make my month.
Four worse than me. Yeah, should be 400 even there, just triple check.
Now Mike went ahead and knocked an additional $20 off the sticker price. And I didn't even have to heckle. What a cool guy.
Awesome, Mike, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Now the thing I love most about these shopping events is that you can make a day of it. It's more than just going into a local camera shop. I honestly feel like it's an actual experience. I mean, where else am I gonna get a demo of a Widelux 120? Which shoots panoramic shots on medium format film. I honestly highly recommend if an opportunity in your area comes up, go. If you love vintage cameras or vintage lenses, go absolutely. It is so much fun. You won't regret it, I promise. As for me and this lens, well, stay tuned for a full review on it. But let me just say, spoiler alert, this is an amazing piece of glass. Well, that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions or comments with regards to vintage lenses or vintage cameras, leave them down below. I'm happy to answer them. As for me, I will see you guys next time.
It's a Schneider Kreuznach lens, and, okay, so it folds up. See how small it is? See how big the neg is? Hasselblad size neg, Hasselblad quality lens in a tiny little, yeah. So the Hasselblad back is almost the same size as this camera. Which one are you going to carry around?
What year is it?
55, 59, absolutely gorgeous, and it's in great condition.